Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm just doing another kind of quick update for you guys, which is going to include like a pregnancy update, Cohen update, kind of like my working status update, and then any future kind of plans that we have. So let's get right on into this because it might be a long one. So I did just shower, so ignore my wet hair, but if I don't record this now while Cohen's taking a nap, thank goodness, because he hasn't been taking naps, I'm not gonna get it done. So I just want to start off by saying that tomorrow I am 35 weeks pregnant. It is Tuesday, July 18th. And yeah, tomorrow I am 35 weeks pregnant. And I just feel like this pregnancy has gone by super quickly. And for the most part, I haven't really had very many difficulties. Last time I kind of updated you guys, I was talking about how I was having a baby shower. I did have that on July 1st, and it was a lot of fun. And we got a lot of nice things and stuff like that. Not necessarily that was what it was about, but we did get quite a lot of like clothes and stuff like that, which is something that we need because we have a boy, like you guys know. So a couple days after that, so we went to Torch Lake on July 4th at my dad's house because he has a house on Torch Lake. And for the most part, I was in the water that day. The day after that, so July 5th, I was not feeling great that morning at work for some reason. Like I was seeing stars, kind of feeling like nauseous a little bit, and also having swelling in the morning, which was not normal at that time. So I kind of felt like maybe my blood pressure was going up or it was high. So I called the OB and they brought me in, had me do a blood pressure check. And it was pretty high. It was 158/92. And they sent me over to the maternity to be monitored over there for a while just to make sure it was going down. And while I was there, I was having like contractions. But not like severe contractions like I explained to them. It's more like a Braxton Hicks contraction, but I could tell that they were there. So I got to go home. No restrictions, stuff like that. They were not worried about it because it, lowered itself. Fast forward to now that I'm 35 weeks pregnant tomorrow, I am having elevated blood pressure, so it has been rising every visit. So last week at my OB check, I think it was like 138 over some, I can't think of the bottom number, but it was 138 over something on both arms. So they had me lay on my left side for a couple minutes and then rechecked it and it lowered itself, so they weren't concerned about it, but still want me to kind of keep an eye on that, and call them if how I'm feeling changes or anything like that. So yeah, I basically check my blood pressure twice a day now. I check it in the morning and then I normally check it before going to bed, or if I feel like my blood pressure is high. So that's been interesting. On top of like the blood pressure stuff that's going on right now, I did have my growth scan. I can't remember if I had my growth scan yet during my last vlog or if I was getting ready to. I feel like I was getting ready to. So I'll just update you really quick as far as how that went. So I had my growth ultrasound on June 27th. and she is still measuring at least 2.5 weeks ahead of 30, of what I am right now. So she's a big baby. So now at that point I was going every 2 weeks to the OB, so it was just like a normal measurement, blood pressure check, any questions, that kind of sort of visit. And then next week I have another growth scan. So on the 27th of July, I have another growth scan, and then I have an appointment after that with my actual OB. And at that appointment, so it's the same day, it's just boom, boom after each other. So at that doctor appointment is when we're going to come up with our game plan as far as what she feels like should happen, because my labor and delivery with Cohen was not the easiest. I did tear with him, and I've had a little bit of problems since then. So like if I can avoid having to tear like that again, I would prefer that. But also obviously I'm pregnant, so like I know what I got myself into. So, and on top of it, I know my body, can tolerate it. It's nerve-wracking to have to go through that again. So, and she talked about at the last visit, I could be induced early. They could schedule a C-section if they feel like she's really big and they don't want me to push her out. So basically next week is when we're going to decide or come up with a game plan as far as what we're going to be doing, depending on how she's measuring. I have also been having Braxton Hicks pretty much daily at this point for the past 2-ish weeks, maybe a little bit longer than that. And at first they were just like period cramps, but now like they almost like hurt more than that. They're not consistent or anything like that, so that's why I'm not worried about them. I just watch them. Still having heartburn, even though I'm on the prescription medication that the OB called in. So I drink a lot of milk on top of my meds. I like to just add this in there. At my last OB appointment, I was weighing in at 191.6. So I'm kind of staying in the same areas I've been the past couple visits. And they're not concerned about that at all. But I like sharing my weight because I feel like so many people don't gain a lot sometimes. And I feel like you hear about that the most. So like when people do gain, I want to tell you. I feel like my face is getting a little bit more swollen, especially like my nose. I feel like it's wider. I do have hospital bags packed ever since I've been having the high blood pressure, just in case, it's high and then they want to induce me early, that kind of sort of thing. So all hospital bags, Cohen's overnight bag, all this stuff is packed, ready to be grabbed. Car seat is already in the car. And after the baby shower, I did go ahead and finish her nursery. So I will be posting there's going to be 2 vlogs coming here soon. So there'll be a nursery tour, and then also like what I packed in my hospital bag, being a second-time mom. So that's it for my pregnancy update. I will post some pictures in here so that you guys can see the growth of my stomach. I did do a comparison photo to see what my stomach matched as far as my last pregnancy with Cohen. And if I were to do it side by side, then as of right now, my 34 to 35 week stomach is measuring exactly kind of where his 38 week stomach was. So we're just gonna keep going with it. So I wanted to do a quick little update on Cohen. I kind of discussed in my last vlog that we're having him evaluated for autism, that kind of sort of thing, per his pediatrician. But I just wanted to tell you guys that, so when we came home from Disney back in February, we started potty training Cohen, and he was doing really, really, really good. Would only have accidents during like bedtime or nap time, but for the most part was waking up dry, all that kind of stuff. Wasn't having accidents anymore. I'd say the past like week to 2 weeks, he has had a potty training regression, I would call it, which has been, to say the least, frustrating. Not that it's, you know, his fault, because like he knows what he's supposed to do. So when he does like have these accidents, he tells us, you know, oh, I pooped, and he knows that, you know, automatically he's probably gonna get in trouble for it, and not like shame on you kind of trouble, just like another sit down talk and that kind of sort of thing. So yeah, he has been pooping again in his pull-ups, mainly during nap time or at bedtime. So I have been making him go to the bathroom before and as soon as he wakes up, because I'm trying to kick this to the curb, because he's doing so good to the point where like I was gonna start trying to like wean him off of wearing the pull-ups during nap times and stuff. So he is having a potty training regression. That's all I'm gonna call it. We have noticed recently that he's been having a lot of speech improvement. So like you're able to understand what he's saying. And he's been saying a lot more sentences and words and stuff like that. So that has been really encouraging, and it's just kind of fun to watch him learn. On top of that, we've been doing more of a like quiet time instead of naps, because he has also just not been wanting to take a nap at all. Which is fine, because sometimes when he has a nap, he doesn't want to go to bed at a decent time. He likes to be up and running around. So we are troubleshooting that. I think we're going to really just gut his room really well and only let him keep a few toys at this point, because he has so much stuff. And I feel like there's so many distractions in his rooms, or in his room, because of that, that I want to try to eliminate some of that. I'm okay with him having no more naps as long as he can go in there and still relax or have a quiet time for, you know, at least an hour. That's kind of what I did growing up. So that's kind of where we're heading right now, it seems like. So I wanted to talk about my working status, because last Friday was my last day as being a veterinary receptionist. And it was sad, if I'm being honest with you, because I really enjoy my coworkers and stuff like that. And this is like the first job where I've been able to say that. So it's been an adjustment. So this week is my very first week of not working and being a full-time stay-at-home mom again. And that has been an adjustment. I'm trying to get into the groove of being a stay-at-home mom again, because I've been so used to working and trying to like make a cleaning schedule again and meal planning again and all this kind of stuff. So like I'm trying to get my ducks in a row. Again, I have not been a stay-at-home mom for 2 years. I was only doing it like part-time, so I only was home Tuesdays and Thursdays during the week. I worked the rest of the week and had Sundays off. So that's my working status right now, is I am all done working. I'm now a stay-at-home mom, which is why I'm trying to nitpick a lot of things right now. And yeah, that's my working status. So future plans, this Thursday I have a blood pressure check appointment. They're basically just having me come in weekly now to make sure it's not continually, there we go, elevating, that kind of sort of thing. I'm not really supposed to be in the heat, which is very hard, being that it's summer in Michigan. So the main thing that I do if I am in the heat is go swimming, because I'm at least in the cool water. And that's one thing that I'm allowed to do and that they encourage me doing is swimming. So that's what I do at least once or twice a week. Cohen's actually gotten a lot better with liking swimming, so it's been a lot more enjoyable. Now he'll get in the water by himself. He wants to go swimming. He doesn't freak out when we're putting the floaty thing on, so that's been nice. I have my growth ultrasound and my OB appointment next Thursday. So basically the next 2 weeks I just have appointments every week. And I'm hoping that those go well. Like I feel like I'm going to have her early for some reason. I felt like that since the very beginning. So we shall see. I've already said that I would like to make it to 37 weeks, so just like 2 more weeks. Maybe like the first week of August at the earliest, unless medically needing to, but we shall see what's kind of determined at these appointments. And then yeah, I'm also gonna film my hospital bags, my nursery tour, and kind of get back in the groove of vlogging more now that I have more time to do it. So yeah, we don't really have any more like future plans at the moment. It's more so the waiting game now. Once she's here, we're allowed to have visitors actually this time at the hospital, so that will be different than how it was during COVID when we had Cohen. So that will be an adjustment, but I'm also excited to actually experience that and not experience that. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, we're just taking it day by day at this point. So that is pretty much my little catch up with me vlog of all the things going on right now. And yeah, I'm gonna end it here. I will see you guys in either the hospital bag video or the nursery tour. So, bye.